Hey guys, how's it going? Andrew here, Enough Said Cards on Monday evening. Hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to make my recap video for the Philly show, which took place this past weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's a 3-day show. And I drove up Friday with my boys, Jack and Charlie, and we stayed at the show all day Friday until it closed at 8, and then all day Saturday. And we stayed about half the day on Sunday. And the show is held at the Valley Forge Casino, and there's a hotel there, and we stayed on site at the hotel, so it's really convenient, and had a great time. It's a really good vintage show, and they had a trade night for the first time that I'm aware of at this show, so we went to that Saturday night, um, and the boys had a lot of fun. They made some trades. Not a lot of vintage or pre-war at the trade night, but there was, interestingly, one guy showed up and opened up his case of cards and pulled out a 52 mantle and about 10 Gaudy Ruths, and assorted other awesome pre-war cards, and they were all for sale or trade. So that was interesting, and just overall had a great time at the show. I think my sons had a good time. They picked up some good stuff also. I'm going to go through my pickups in a minute. But I was happy to catch up with my friend Brian Roth, BRoth6. He was there for Friday only, but was able to catch up for a few minutes. He actually set up as a dealer at the show. And I noticed that he made his recap video, which he posted today. So check that out. Have not had a chance to watch it yet. Hung out with my good friend Mike Armstrong all day Friday, and then again Sunday. We walked around together, had a blast, and caught up with Mike O briefly on Friday. Didn't get to see Ed Wesker Griff, who I usually see at this show. Hopefully next time, Ed. But again, just overall, I love this show. I try to make it up to Philly every time. It's about 3 hours from my house, but totally worth the drive. So I'm just going to go through my pickups. I'm going to start like I usually do, kind of with the smaller stuff. And let's get right to it. Picked up this card from a pre-war tobacco set I had never heard of before. This set is called Types of Nations from 1910, the T113 set, and was distributed with the brands you can see on the bottom there. I think it's referred to as the Hustler tobacco set. But this one caught my eye, United States of America, and kind of an interesting write-up on the back talking about the exports and the United States of America, the youngest of the powers, is the richest, leading the world in production of corn, tobacco, coal, petroleum, etc. Anyhow, so picked that up for $5. Thought that was interesting. Grabbed this set of cards. This is a set from 1924. This is a complete set. Imperial Tobacco Company of Canada, printed in England, and this is a set of dogs. And I'm a total sucker for sets like this. Paid $20 for this. Thought that was cool, and happy to have that. Found this one from the T59 flag set. This is an upgrade over the one that I had in my set. And I think I need like 3 or 4 left from this set and have a few more I want to upgrade. So I was happy to get that. I think that cost like $3. Found this one here, and you're going to see I have some other recent boxing pickups. But this is a 1901 Ogden cigarette card, Gentleman Jim Corbett. And I paid $25 for this card. I think it's pretty cool. I've seen others from this set before. I think that I'm interested in some of the early boxing cards. I think they're relatively affordable. And so I'm going to pick stuff up like this when I see it. $25 was really thrilled with that one. got these two Pokemon cards. Good friend of mine, his daughter likes this particular character. I don't know anything about Pokemon cards, but grab those for not too much. We'll send those up to her. Let's show this one. This is actually not a pickup from the show, but this arrived just before I left on Friday. This is a 1925 Exhibits Champions Jack Dempsey card, SGC 4. And I bought this on eBay. For actually the first thing I've found on eBay in a while. To me, this was surprisingly inexpensive. This is a pretty rare set. There's like 5 or 6 graded of this. Figured this was a good excuse to take out this one, which is from the same set, Babe Ruth. And I think there's about 25 graded Ruths, SGC, and PSA. So I would assume that there's a bunch of these out there that just aren't graded. But thought it was a cool image. Jack Dempsey, of course, one of the all-time greats. And was happy to pick that one up. And staying with the boxing theme, this is my first pickup from, or bigger pickup from the Philly show. Mike Armstrong actually found this walking around. He thought that I would like it, and he was right. Was able to make the deal relatively quickly. I knew I wanted it when I saw it. And this is a 1890 Mayo's Cut Plug N310 John L. Sullivan. It's SGC 1, but presents very well, I think. Has some, kind of obvious creases and damage there. And there's the blank back. And being from Boston originally, I'm kind of interested in John L. Sullivan. Quite a character. Last bare knuckle champion. And was really happy to add that one. And interestingly, it was Jim Corbett who beat John L. Sullivan in 1892 to become the heavyweight champion. John L. Sullivan, like I said, was the last bare knuckle champion. He had beaten Jake Kilrain in his previous fight, going 75 rounds to retain that title before he lost it in 1892 to gentleman Jim Corbett. So I'm going to be on the lookout for more stuff like this. I think obviously the boxing stuff is not nearly as popular. I'm kind of interested in it, would like to pick up some more early boxing stuff. So I was definitely happy with that. And then finally was able to get this T205 Cy Young. And this is one that I've kind of had on my list for a while. Didn't necessarily go to the show focused on getting this card, but when I saw this one, I really liked the look of it. It's a BVG 3. I think this is the first Beckett slab I have ever bought. And I'm not sure I'm going to keep it in this slab. I'm kind of pondering whether to crack it and send it to PSA or SGC. I'm going back and forth. I'm not sure. But really like the look of this card. It's got great registration and color, good centering, nice wide borders. Does have some, even corner wear. And if I did crack it and submit it, it's a sovereign back also. You're taking a risk. It could come back a 3. It could come back a 2.5. I don't think it would be less than that. There's no creases on the card. But anyhow, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. May just leave it in this. But one thing that I thought was kind of cool when I was reading the back here, it says, August 12th, 1908, Cy Young Day was celebrated in Boston. He was presented with the entire receipts of the game and more silverware and floral designs than he could carry. And when I saw that, I hadn't realized that was on the back before, but I really liked that because I have this Cy Young postcard. It's the 1908 A.C. Williams Cy Young postcard, and this particular postcard was distributed on Cy Young Day. And this says that that took place August 12th, 1908. And this is postmarked August 14th, 1908, 2 days later, and actually talks about the game on the back. Whoever this was that sent it said that they took in the game for Cy Young yesterday. The game was fine, but the fun and interesting part came before the game and the presentations to Cy. You probably read the accounts in the papers. So I think that the T205 is a pretty cool companion piece for this postcard. And so I was really happy to pick that up. T205s are pretty tough. I've had a difficult time finding the last few that I want to pick up. I'm still looking for the Walter Johnson, which I can't seem to find centered, at a reasonable price. But happy with the Cy Young. And had a great time at the show. Looking forward to the next one. And I will catch up with you guys soon. Take care. Bye.